we expect it. So, good afternoon, all. I welcome you. I welcome you all to this session, which we'll be discussing about Secodi. And I'm Blessed Ola Saint. I'm a Secodian member. So, I've tasted, like as a Christian, we have a scripture say, "Taste and see." So I've tasted, so and I can share this with anyone anywhere that coming to Secodi, you're in the right place. So I welcome all our members in the house, those who are already in the wealth part, and those the new prospect we have. Now I know that some of us are prospects, and someone has invited you to be part of this seminar to know about Secodi. Please, the favor you do me is after the seminar, after the session, you get back, you make a decision, because it's very good not to procrastinate or to make a decision. So you make a decision, you contact that same person that had invited you into this seminar. But as a way of introduction, we actually have three phases of a project with Secodi, and which is crowdfunding, Peace for Life, and investment. Our focus here this afternoon, our focus in this session is on crowdfunding. So I'll be talking about crowdfunding, the benefits, and then the steps you take to be part of this part of this wealth kingdom, this wealth path. What we are doing is we are creating a life of prosperity for us, for our future, for years to come, for children to come. That's the idea. This next slide. So I hope I can be able to work with. Okay, thank you. Now we all know that in Nigeria we have these hard facts, and of course, it's something obvious that we all see, at least in this Nigeria we have, that Nigeria is a third world country. That's one, we know that. But Nigeria is a blessed country, but we have a lot of problems. We are blessed, talk about natural resources, blessed with human resources. We are blessed with people. We are blessed with intellect. We are blessed with different resources, but at the same time we have a lot of problems. Like, we are unique with our blessings and problems globally. Then in Nigeria, we look up to government and wait for them to provide solutions. It's common, the regular English is allocation. Everybody, every state, local government, all is waiting for government, all is waiting for allocation. It's been a regular thing, and that's why you see so many going to government, looking for government job, for job security, because the focus is government that will answer all. But it's not so. So we most of the time feel we can't do anything about the condition of the country. We just give up. So many try to japa, as they say, and then many feel like there's no hope for this country again. That's our understanding. Next slide. And why this understanding we talk about Nigeria, of course there are lots of problems that could have brought out those factors. But if you will agree with me that there are three major problems, there are three of all the, because why, when we look at other things, some issues are connected with some problems. So we've seen that primarily there are some problems that actually dominate others. And there are three major problems, which is the problem of poverty, electricity, and water. We all know the level of poverty in Nigeria. We all know the level of poverty from the urban to rural, from Lagos to Port Harcourt, Abuja, to the states, other states. We understand the poverty level. In the sixth major political, we understand the poverty level, that poverty is real. And then we all again as well know the electricity problem, that you have to, it has to be jammed sometimes for weeks. I mean, we know communities that in Nigeria for months, they don't even have power supply. So electricity is another major challenge. Then another one again is water. Water also is a challenge. Sometimes you see people, the water people drink, it's an eyesore. So we know this. So next slide. So, and these are the three major problems that Secodi has really looked into. Just look at the scenario, see the situation, look at the films of death, look at how bad, just imagine how bad are these problems. The leaders, we say our children, the youth are the leaders of tomorrow. Imagine a child using, just see the situation, look at the picture, imagine a child using candle, using a lamp like this to study. Imagine the head, the eyes, imagine the brain. Just consider a situation like this to order. And then consider, we just recently we had a news from Port Harcourt, how family flew to death. Of course, that happens every now and then because of inhaling carbon monoxide from their generator. And I mean, we've experienced this several times. We've seen people, we've heard stories about this. Next slide. And yes, government has done a lot, but government cannot do it all. We just need to talk to ourselves. We just need to understand that we have a challenge. Government is trying, 1 minute. Oh, I'm so sorry about that. So I trust we are together. So sorry. So God cannot do it all for us. We just have to come to that understanding. Government cannot answer all the challenges in homes, challenges at work, challenges that we have, the enormous in the country. Many of us have made several attempts to support, of course, our immediate communities in our own different ways. We cannot do it all alone. You can't do it all alone. It has to be what we all come together and foster energy to make changes happen. It has to be by all of us determined to make it happen and putting effort together so that we can leverage on the power of number. Next slide. So, looking at all this and now considering, now we've talked about the problem and knowing the problems that are on ground, and then knowing that one cannot do it alone, there is need for number, then this is what is in the mind of the Secodi CEO. This is what gave birth to Secodi project. And talking about number, this is what brought the idea of what we want to talk about right now, what we want to talk about today, the crowdfunding, the Secodi, one of the three projects in Secodi, which is crowdfunding. So I'll be introducing Secodi to us. Next slide. So what is Secodi? Secodi is Sun Energy Community Development Initiative. That's Secodi, Sun Energy Community Development Initiative. Next slide. Of course, hearing Sun Energy, you know what we're talking about. Secodi, who we are. Secodi is an enthusiastic and powerful company that works in collaboration with Thai Energy Company and Foshan Townfront Energy Technology Company in China. So our sole aim is to alleviate poverty and improve the current conditions of poor electricity and water supply in third world countries. So not only Nigeria now that we're talking about, we're talking about that oh, sorry, my camera was off. Sorry about that. So we are talking about a project that has to do with, okay, that want to elevate poverty. We want to be able to improve the current condition of poor electricity and water. There can be water in anywhere in the third countries and Nigeria as prime. So not to be able to see that we have this, and that's the aim. That's what Secodi has as a vision, as a plan, as a sole aim. So next slide. So the aims and objectives: easy access to 24 hours electricity. That's solar energy for both urban and rural population. I said it. This is not about just one area. It's going to be something that will be available anywhere, and that is and that's when we talk about solar. We're talking about using what God has given to us naturally, converting this into, instead of allowing sun to be just dormant or there and without an effect, we are maximizing the power that God has given. So we're using solar energy to supply electricity 24/7, 24 hours for both urban and rural population, and then easy access to 24 hours water supply. Like anywhere you are, rain or no rain, there should be water supply 24 hours. The enhanced farming culture with our rainmaker. There's another plans. Another focus is to enhance farming culture with our rainmaker, then to engage in various activities that will bring rapid development to our communities. Now it's all about, you see, solution is always all about thinking what are the problems, and we attend to those problems. So we're looking at, we're thinking of using the power of numbers to solve so many challenges, to help, not depending only on government. So I think I want to be sure that people are going along with me. Please kindly give me 100 if you are actually going along. Let's go to the chat room and let me just see that people are there and they're actually getting it. Or if you have any, maybe let me, if to this point you are with us, kindly give me 100. Kindly give me 100 in the chat. Let me read 100 in the chat room, just for me to know that I'm talking to some people. Or you can just mute and you got, okay. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Mr. Julius. Oh, thank you. So I feel we can move on. All right. So next slide. Thank you. Next slide. Just have to be sure that we are talking. So our aim is to transform our communities into, look at this side, look at the other side. We want to transform our community into a community of a brighter community, or a flourishing community, a community that doesn't lack food, that doesn't lack water, that doesn't lack light. Because of course, when there's poverty, you lack food. But when you have abundance, there will be food, there will be surplus for all. We want to be able to answer awesome questions. We want to have good pictures physically, mentally, and spiritually. That's the idea, that will make life brighter and better. Next slide. Next slide. Okay, so what do we do? Secodi has, like I said, I tell you we have a 3, so we are talking about one of these. Secodi has a multi-level crowdfunding and reward system that will enable interested individuals, especially the masses, to have access to renewable and long-lasting solar products at any extremely low-cost registration, thereby solving major problems of electricity, water, and poverty. I know some of us, we have, at one time or the other, I said that's a few of us, try to look for a way out, approaching for solar, and sometimes the price may push us away. So Secodi has come up with a concept that with no stress, we can leverage on people's number, can leverage on people helping people in order to make things happen for ourselves. And that is the multi-level crowdfunding and reward system. That okay, I need a power supply that is amounts to 2 million naira. That meanwhile, I'm just a salary earner, I collect money. Oh, thank you, Prince Ade, thank you. So and I say, okay, I don't have this 2 million naira. I don't have the 5 million naira, but I have people. At least with my 1,000 naira, with my 10,000 naira, with my 7,005, with my 52,500. By the time we start coming together, we form strength, and all of us will be able to achieve the project of 2 million naira, 5 million naira. That's the concept around the Secodi multi-level crowdfunding and reward system. Right, with this, we can be able to solve the problems of electricity, water, and poverty. Because with Secodi, like as you grow, all these challenges are put in 6 stages with Secodi, that at a level, okay, you are from a village that before they get water, they will have to do some sacrifices, some lot of things. If you just become a Secodi and you get to the level of a manager, for example, you can be able to give a borehole, which we use in the farm. You have solved 2 problems. You have solved the water problem in that community, and then when there is water, there can be farming, there will be food. So this is an idea around multi-level crowdfunding. And with multi-level crowdfunding and reward system, you don't need to wait till the day you will have to save 2 million naira, 5 million naira before you can get things done. All you just have to do is find a way of talking to ourselves, we embracing ourselves, we encouraging ourselves, we walking in the same direction with same mentality, same perspective, and to be able to get this done. Next slide. Oh, thank you, Madam Blessing. Oh, Blessing Paul. Oh, so how can you benefit? How can you be part of this thing we're talking about? Please, can we please mute our mic, Madam Favor Oreoma? Thank you. Or is it the Favor now? Someone else. Okay, thank you. Let's move on. So, how can you benefit? Remember, I said it when we started that there are 3 major projects. There are 3 major projects in Secodi that you can benefit from, and but today, because I want us to get it, for me, I've made up my mind that I'm going to maximize all these projects to the best of my understanding. I'm going to maximize. So the first one is distributorship program, which we call B for Life. And B for Life, the idea is that we become a distributor. And now look at it. This is very wonderful. You become a distributor without having to look for 2 million naira or a warehouse, with just a simple way of crowdfunding, which we're going to talk about. You become a distributor. And now when you become a distributor, you sign up for B for Life. The B for Life has an arrangement of 1 to 10 stages of arrangement. When you get to B for Life, you know about, but just as an introduction, this B for Life, which is distributorship program, is one of the plans with Secodi. This is when you can take Secodi product and sell and get percentage commission to yourself. This is when you can go to a village or an estate, and then you can go to a town or a city and tell them, we can do electric, we can do street light for you, we can polarize, we can solarize your community, and you get the project. And with Secodi, you get the commission, and Secodi gets the job, the work done. That is one. Then multi-level crowdfunding and reward system, which we will be talking about today. That's the second one. And the third one is investment program, where if you invest your money, because if you leave your money in the bank, I'd rather invest my money with Secodi than leaving my money in the bank. That's the truth. Because with Secodi, I'm getting returns. I'm making impact upon community, not one banker using my money and bank declaring billions of turnover every 4 months. I mean, but with investment, you are touching the community, you are making impact, you are solarizing the country, and at the same time, you are getting returns back. So I think it's a wonderful. I mean, Secodi is just a good place to be. I mean, it's just a good place to be. Let's move on. Next slide, please. Thank you. Thank you to our technical department. It's one of the, I mean, you enjoy engineers, technical, media guys. They're doing awesome. Thank you so much. So crowdfunding, we are talking about that. So remember I said, we come, so it's very simple. Look at it this way. We come together to make things happen. It's about coming together to make this happen. What is crowdfunding? Simply put, crowdfunding is the process of getting a large crowd of people to pay a small amount of money to support an idea or product or a community development program. That's very simple. So like I told you, I have the plan that my community, I need water bowl for them and this. I don't have the millions in my house. I want to live a comfortable house that there will be 24 hours light, 24/7 there's light. How do I get that? By the time people of same mind, when people of same mind come together, buy into this, with the little we bring together, we will begin to get this achieved for everyone. We begin to get this achieved communities to community with time. We'll be able to solarize everywhere. That's the idea about crowdfunding, and that is where you come in. Next slide. So in this idea of crowdfunding, there are 6 stages. I mentioned it that all the problems are put into 6 solutions. I'm telling you, these stages of solutions. With these stages of solutions, we have all the problems answered. And it's very simple, very, very simple. We have all the problems answered in these 6 stages, of solution. So with the 1 minute, please. So sorry, 1 minute. I needed to attend to something. Oh, I'm so sorry. So I'm back. Oh, so sorry. Okay, I'm back. I have to. My network is okay. Everything's okay. So sorry. So I was talking about the 6 stages of solution, because I see it as solution. You understand as I explained. Now we have 6 steps, 6 steps table from the lower level to up, from the starter table to distributorship level, senior distributorship, manager, senior manager, and director. And I want to tell you that every level are just, and I mean, we've been. Can I please request that we have? Okay, thank you. So let's look at it from the lower stage as we grow. Many of us are already climbing. We have people already got into manager, senior manager. I mean, things are happening, and I want you to sincerely, if you are new to Secodi, Secodi is just it's a place to be. It's a program you need to be part of it. I'm telling you, just imagine 2 years, 3 months time, 6 months time, 1 year's time, 2 months, 2 years time. Just imagine, and then 5 years time. By having to think like that, you understand what we are talking about. Next slide. So The registration is 7,500 for an account. It's not like an event that all I'm to pay is 7,500. It all depends on you, but for a single account is 7,500. We've had people that start with 7 accounts, 10 accounts, 20 accounts. You can any account to buy is an investment for you. Just trust me, it's an investment. From 1 to any level of account, it's simply an investment. Next slide. So now let's start from the starter table. This is the way it is, and I need to explain this for you to understand it well. There are 2 ways. Number one, when you buy a single account for 7,500, that brings you into Secodi. So the first side is what you do next is to get 6 other people that will register with 7,500 each. When you have 6 other people to sign up, then you qualify the starter table. You can by at that stage be able to distribute for Secodi, take product from Secodi and sell. That's the first thing. Then you are at that stage, you're entitled to a training installation, solar installation training. We just had one, the Lagos edition, the Abuja edition is coming up, and like that. So that's the second thing you get. And then the third one, you qualify to you get 12,000 naira worth solar products. 12,000 naira worth solar product. Or you can decide that, well, maybe I don't need the products for now. Can I just get money in place? So you get 7,500. Remember, I told you there are 2 ways, and I'm going to explain the 2 ways. This is you sign up with 7,500, and you're able to talk to another 6 people who are able to sign up as well. That's when you earn this. Or you decide that, well, instead of talking to, I want to become distributor straight, I want to move. So you can decide to buy 7 accounts. If you buy 7 accounts, you are entitled to same reward, 12,000 naira worth solar product, or 7,500 monetizing, and then you become an engineer. You can be able to attend the solar installation training. So those are 2 ways. So if you decide to say, oh, I want to buy 7 accounts straight, that is 52,500. You have the account straight. Or you buy one at 7,500, then you bring 6 people, then you qualify to the first stage. Next slide. This your question. I'm going to take the question, but let's move on. Then now, from that stage, we move to the second stage. And the second stage, all you need to do is you get 14 people. And now the way you get 14 people, get it right. If you have 14 people only on one leg, you would not be qualified for this. Your 14 people has to be 7 on the right and 7 on the left. So you have to be technical in building your downline. So you have 7 on the right, 7 on the left. This qualify you, move you to stage now to the second stage that gives you the earning that worth 72,000 naira. At this level, you qualify for the next stage when 7 people, like I said, explain on left and your right, there's total of 14. You qualify. This is the stage you have 72,000 naira. 17 stage you have the bonuses, of course, stage bonus matrix. You can see how it's been arranged. You already have the people. So what you get is you get a bonus of 10,500. You have a circle worth of 90,500. That's total of 30,000. Then you have a product. See, you have you can understand 40. You have different product at different level, but you can say, okay, I don't want to get any product. I want money complete, I want to monetize, you will get 67,000 naira. Remember, maybe it's just one account, you sign up with just 7,500, and as you build your downline, the next day gives you 67,000 naira to monetize. Or if you are getting Secodi product and your the 30,000, you are getting 72,000 naira worth reward. Next stage. Now we move to the next stage. Now the next stage, when your 14, the 14 downline, your 14 move to that level where you get 72,000. When they move to that level, they get that same 72,000. I mean, the 14 people now, it moves you up to the next stage where you have the total earnings that worth 350,000. That is seven on the right, 7 on the left, that moved up to, or the first stage, that moved up from the starter to the first stage. Then you move to 350, you get the earning of 350,000. And in that, you can see the earning breakdown here too. You have your 107,000 and the product incentives of me. And I mean, this is just too awesome that things are just happening, things are just falling in line for you. Now I can decide, okay, I want money at this stage, I want to monetize it. I'm collecting 300,000. 300,000. This is stage. Next stage. Next slide, please. Now you move to the next one. Now stage as a manager. When we move to the manager, this year you have an earning of 5,520,000 naira. Your total earnings worth, and that's in 1 million naira cash and hybrid solar car or SUV. So you have that as your reward. Or you say, well, I would prefer to have the money instead. Then you be able to monetize it, and like that, of course, having from just single account, and then you get this one. Let's move to the next stage. Now, from manager, you move to the senior manager. The same way, your 14 legs now move to the manager. When your 14 legs move to the manager, you move up to the senior manager. This is where you qualified. Your total earnings is 7.5 million. Just think about it, 7.5 million. And then, of course, that's when remember we talk about community project. At this level, you can have a solar powered borehole or street light, or you can decide to say, well, I prefer to go to Dubai for a trip, or China. You decide, or okay, I can monetize it. You decide, and to monetize is you get 6,700,000, or whichever way, whatever you decide, you can get at this level as the senior manager. Then next. Now, the top of the top is the director. So when you become a director, it means that your 14 downlines, remember, the 14 downlines we're talking about, others are building under them, because many will be saying, these are too fabulous, these are too sweet to believe, and how do they get all this money? Remember, as your downlines are, whatever stages are becoming, more people are building under, and that is why it's crowdfunding. That's why everybody has to be involved. Everybody needs to work. It has to be a teamwork that everybody is performing. So what it means that when 14 people, 7 on the right, 7 on the left become senior manager, you move on to become a director, and as a director, your total earnings worth 13 million. 13 million, because you have 3 million cash, then product incentives, housing project worth 10 million, and 3 million worth solar electricity for the house. So you can understand. So you have cash to spend when you are in your house worth 10 million, and then 3 million worth solar electricity for the house. And then, okay, I want my money. They can get the money, 11 million you will get at this stage. And doesn't stop there. Next, like, see something that is coming. Now, additional incentives as a director. After you complete director stage, you'll be receiving monthly salary of 200,000 for 5 years. Think about that. This journey started with 7,005 and effort. 7,005 and effort, crowdfunding, 5 years, monthly, you are earning 200,000. What a worth. It's something you really need to consider. It's something I really need us to think about, because it's just too awesome. It's all about, of course, honesty lies the head that wears a crown. It's all about putting effort. It's all about believing it and pushing it. So it's something that really encourages us to be part of it. I mean, when you become a director and the next thing, money, you just like that, money is coming. You say, how come? How would they be able to pay that 200,000 after 5 years? Yes, your downline, you already have downlines. You already have people, as people are working, you are getting, because you have brought people in to this program. Will you understand it? So next slide, please. Because I think I'm supposed to I normally open. I hope we see within the time. Normally, when I'm doing training, it's 12:47. I think we're still within the time. Okay, so let's ask our question. You can choose to type, or you can, if you know there's no noise in your area, you can ask your question. But if you feel there's noise, you can then type a question, and let's answer that together. But I want to sincerely look at a scenario. I painted a picture that time, and I want you to think about it. Let's say you have 52,500 in your bank account today, and you leave that money there for the next 1 year, for the next 2 years. Now, that money in today's economy, is not going to increase or reduce. Bank will be using your money for business. When I've noticed that the money, bank charges are always more than the percentage that will come on top of it, that's supposed to be your returns. Now, consider that you put 52,500 into Secodi, and think of what happens in 2 years' time. If you are working, building that line, in 2 years' time, I can bet it with you that you will be worth that money. The 52,000 will have become like ₦1 million or more. Oh, that's not true. How do you mean? Very simple. I joined Secodi not quite long, I think around December last year, with just a single account. Then before January, I bought more accounts, added more accounts to myself. Now, today, in my personal account alone, I didn't buy as director, but by working, I already have 5 directors as my personal account. And then in our team, we already produce, I think we have around 11 or more just within months. Just imagine what happens in 3 months' time to all these accounts. What happens in 6 months' time. Now, what happens by December this year? Just imagine with just 52,500, you have that for you to have 7 accounts. Just imagine for the fact that you can be able to, and you see, we are by this Zoom class, by the Zoom seminar, and then the regular seminar at Secodi Mall and at Secodi office, we make the job easier for you. If you are within Lagos, you can take people to Secodi office. But if you are not in Lagos, just know the time that we're having this every Tuesday like this, 12, that you can always talk to someone. If you can't completely convince them, just tell them to attend the seminar. Let them be able to now, part of the things you do, let them know the Secodi Mall. the Secodi office. So because people are skeptical, they need to know that they are dealing with right people. They need to know they are not dealing with scammers. So let them know of Secodi more, the products that you can show them, and the experiences. Then let them come to this seminar and attend. So by the time we build, by the time on weekly basis you are able to convince one person, two person, three person, like that, just imagine what is going to happen to you, to that your 52,500 in 1 year, in a year's time. Just think about it, than leaving that money in the bank. Oh no, I don't trust you guys. Let me start with one account. 7.5. I've known people in Secodi that just with the 7.5 has been able to collect the 7.5 back because has become a distributor, and then I've moved from that level to collect 72,000 worth earnings, and some have become managers today with just an account. Okay, okay, please help me the first and the second stage. All right. Okay, so please, Technica. Thank you. So the first and the second. Okay, the first stage. Okay, I'll explain it like this. Now, it starts with, let's get it from the beginning to the thought for you to understand. When you are coming in, with you can buy a single account, I explain, or you can decide to buy 7 accounts at once to become to be able to start selling for Secodi, or you buy single account 7,005, which you will talk to 6 people to join. When 6 people join with their 7.5, that moves you and gives you the starter package. It gives you the Secodi starter package. And at that level that you have the Secodi starter package, you are entitled to get something worth 12,000 naira product, and then a training to become a solar engineer, to solar installation engineer, or at that stage. So that's for 6. Now moving to the next stage is the stage 1. Moving out now, the distributor is when you need 14 people to come to have that starter, the starter pack. So when you have 14 people into that, then you automatically move into the next stage of the earning 72,000 worth, and then from there, when the 14 gets to that stage, you move into this age. Is this where we have the earning worth 350,000? That's the idea, and that is how it grows to the director, and after director, the 5 years salary. Thank you. Okay. Oh wow, that's great. That's great. That's awesome. That's awesome. That's what we need. We want people to be. You see, very interesting. It was on WhatsApp. Someone just sent it that you can have. It wasn't the solar car. It's what interested me was the idea that there can be a solution to our problems. And I joined and play, I'm growing. So okay, a question.
Sir. No, it's not a question. Well done, sir. I just wanted to point out to maybe some people do not know. If you have questions, please, you can just raise your hand or put it up on the chat. Raise your hand. See it from our end, and then we'll ask them, point you out to ask your question. So please, if you have questions, raise your hands or you put it up on the chat. Thank you, sir.
Exactly.
You can go ahead, sir.
Exactly. So, so any other question, please? So we're having testimony already. Please, and please, for some of us that are members already, this is an opportunity for us. Let's talk to our prospects. Let's talk to people. You can't explain all to them. Let them join meetings like this. When they join meetings like this, they will hear us and they will be able to come on board. They'll be able to come on board. We have to be our brother's keepers. We must find every way. In fact, for some of the people, I have to buy. For some people that I bought account for some people just for them to understand what we are talking about. We must go all out. This is a collective responsibility. Fighting poverty in Nigeria, in Africa, is a collective responsibility. So please, let's ask our question.
Any question, anybody? Any question on registration? Any question on?
Any question or is anything that is not clear to you that I can explain?
Okay, there's a question from the chat, Mr. Blessed.
Okay, can I put in like 500K to buy multiple accounts? Wow. Okay, multiple accounts, and you arrange the accounts on my legs to grow fast in Secodi. Of course, please, what you do, contact your someone, the person that invited you. It's very possible. It's just to sit down with the system and arrange everything. It's very, very possible. And then, if you are doing 500K, what I will advise this way is this. There is B for life as well. There's business for life. So sit down with the person when you attend the business for life and investment. Look at how you can walk around the crowdfunding, B for life. Of course, if you are not the type that have the time to do biz for life, then you can focus on crowdfunding. Your account will be well arranged for you. And then Secodi investment is also a good place to consider. Secodi investment, like now, say we have the Secodi crypto already, and in Secodi crypto you can buy trade blocks for now. And if you have large chunks of money in the bank, you think, this money is just lying down in the bank, Secodi is a place to invest. You can invest crypto, you can invest Naira, you can invest dollars. It's a good place you have to consider. So if you don't have the time, you can't do this for life, you can't be going to estate, come and buy, come and do lightning, whatever. You can stay with crowdfunding and investment. I bet, because this, I'm telling you this because this is already my plan. I'm just telling you that my mother is investing, because you see, people around me, I can't help them than to tell them what is good. And same thing I'm telling you. So it's a good one. Your hotline, the person that invites you will help you to arrange the legs, will help you, and with the Secodi management, everything is clear. With the technology, you will know how it grows. You will know everything. It's about, probably your username can be your name, or you coin a name, let's say like Chrisman 1, it can be Chrisman 1, Chrisman 2, Chrisman 3, Chrisman to 100. So they will follow like that, and I mean you start enjoying benefits from Secodi. Thank you. I hope I've answered the question.
All right, thank you very much, sir. Just to add to that, you can put in as much money as you want, but like he said, make sure you sit with your. Can you hear me?
So, do you see? Have any question? Okay. Okay, still waiting. Okay, can I? Okay, please shed more light on the investment aspect. Okay, this investment aspect. Let me just share. It's a segment. I told you we have three. We have three products on Secodi. I mean, three, like an umbrella like that. The target. The first one we are talking about here is crowdfunding. We will have a segment that focuses on the Biz for Life, and you have a segment that talks about investment. But the investment idea, I think, there you have 5%. There is a slide for that, and I'm sure what you do is you can, from your upline, contact the Secodi office. Secodi office for investment. That for investment, you want to contact the Secodi office. Secodi office will help you out around that, explain the details and what to invest. Actually, with investment aspect, you relate direct with Secodi. It's always direct with Secodi management. So you can go to the Secodi Mall at, if you are not in Lagos, if you are in Lagos, you can go to Secodi Mall at Bega or at Ikeja office, and then you are able to, you're good to go. But if not, then from your hotline, you can get the contact of the right personnel, the Secodi. We have good executives, good management that will attend to you and make, and very open, very simple, very clear. That's just that's it's very interesting. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much, sir. So who is asking about the investment? Are you in Lagos? Would you like us to just hint about it a little on this Zoom? Mr. Chris, are you in Lagos? Okay, maybe for the sake of, since you asked the question already, our investment is very simple. Invest with a minimum of 250,000 naira and a maximum of 100 million. So any amount within this range you can invest. The benefits of this investment is what we call ROI. It means return on investment, and it is 30% of your principal amount to be paid after a period of 1 year. So if you want to get your 30% in bulk at the end of 1 year of your investment, your 30% ROI will be paid to you in bulk, after which your principal amount will also be returned back to you. And you can still decide to roll it over. But if you do not want to wait for the period of 1 year to get your 30% in bulk, there's also another option of getting your ROI every month. But if you're getting your ROI every month, we spread the 30% for you throughout the 1 year. So 30% divided by 12 gives you 2.5%. What it means is every month after your first investment, you'll be getting 2.5% for a period of 1 year. So as you get your last 2.5%, the 12th month, your principal amount will be returned back to you, which you can still decide to roll over or you decide to terminate. So I don't know if that's clear enough, but like he said, that's also another arm of the business. And as time goes on in this our weekly Zoom seminar, we will still handle the investment aspect and take questions and make sure people understand it better. But for the sake of you already asked, that was why we just decided to talk a little about it. Okay, I'm not seeing any more hands here. So in the absence of any further question, I'll just make 1 or 2 announcements and we'll come to the end of today's Zoom seminar. Thank you very much, Mr. Blessed Ola Saint. Thank you for doing justice to the presentation. Thank you for taking the questions. Okay. So announcements. We all know that Abuja solar installation training is coming up next week, 7th to 12th of March. So please endeavor to be part of this training. If you have in Abuja, if you have people that are within the environment, people can come as well and attend the Abuja training. When we had Lagos solar installation training, people from different states came. So this is an opportunity where we should not miss. Okay, as a marketer in this business, this is good for you because you get to understand certain things that you deal with, and it will help your marketing better. When people are asking you, what do I do about this? What is this? What is this about panel? What is this about installation? You have something to tell them to ensure that, okay, you get this client. So it is very, very important in your marketing. Do not overlook this. Ordinarily, this training is supposed to be strictly for our distributors, but the CEO has permitted that even those that are not distributors, but those that are in the starter stage, can attend this training. So if you're in the starter stage, you're not yet a distributor, but you are in the starter stage, you can partake in this training. But you have to be a registered member of the company to partake in this training. So once you're a registered member of the company, there is a training link we are putting out to groups. The training link is also on our social media platforms, on our Facebook and Instagram pages. So you can check out for the link and ensure you register. But ensure that you are a registered member of this company first. Then you use the registration link for this training to register. Okay, so please let us not miss this training. And after that, even we'll still have training in Kaduna, and of course, even in Lagos State, more training will still come up. Thank you so much, everyone, for your time, for partaking in this Zoom seminar. Please, we encourage people, if you have prospects, those that are not in Lagos, they always complain that they cannot get to an office to ask questions or partake in seminars. Please, and encourage them to join this seminar. It is very, very important. So here we talk about Secodi, how you can benefit from Secodi. What is Secodi all about? So that you can get to understand the business. This is also a place you get to ask questions. So please, we encourage people, next Zoom seminar, next week, Tuesday, see you there in the same venue, which is Zoom, same time. Thank you, everybody, for your time.
Thank you.
And thank you, Mr. Blessed Ola Saint. Thank you once again.
Thank you, Madam Goodness.
Yes, sir.